All right, is everyone ready? Yeah. Do you have your water?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. You have everything you need?
Yes, boss.
All right. This is the Bed Friends podcast in 3, 2, 1.
We nailed that.
That was really good.
Hello.
Oh. Today I was thinking about it and I'm like, I think I'm tired of saying hello.
I mean, I don't really like it.
Oh, why didn't you say something?
Because you liked it.
Oh, that's friendship. How do like normal people start their podcast?
I feel like a lot of podcasts I listen to, they just get right into it.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. I was back to work yesterday and I'm like, I feel like I've been gone for 6 weeks.
That was a lifetime. And it was a solo journey for me personally. And it was not fun.
Yeah, I know you had a rough time at the homestead.
Yeah.
On your own.
Didn't start out good. Didn't end good.
Rest in peace, chicken. But good news, it wasn't Henrietta.
Great news.
She hath risen.
And on the third day, she rose. Yeah. So what had happened was I had the worst day of my life, the Saturday that you left.
Yeah.
And the Sunday morning, I'm trying to pull myself together. I'm like, you'll be okay. You'll get through this. And I go outside. I see a chicken face down, ass up. I'm like, what the heck is this? Please just tell me this is how chickens rest. And I look and it's laying in a pile of goo. I pick it up. Eyes are white. Legs still moving. I was like, I'm not equipped. I picked it up bare hands and just like held it to the skies, looked around and thought, somebody help.
Someone please help me.
Nobody came. And yeah, I thought it was Henrietta for sure. I mourned her for a full week.
I know.
A full week I mourned Henrietta, my favorite chicken. And then, yeah, you came home and you said, nope, this is Henrietta. And I said, oh, man, sorry to that chicken that I
Rest in peace
whipped
to that
into the backfield. I'm sorry to that chicken. I do not know her.
Listen, it do be like that with chickens.
The goo.
It do be like that.
That goo be going.
The chickens be dying. Unfortunately,
But everything else was pretty good.
good. I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad. Like, good for you. A whole week by yourself.
Yeah.
Do you do any soul searching?
Yeah. Lots of crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that was my first time living alone ever.
being alone is hard, except if you're me.
Yeah, you thrive. I do not. I was just staring at the walls, thinking, when will it end? But now you're back.
We're back and we're not leaving for that long.
Oh yeah, you're leaving me again.
Just for a weekend.
I'm scared what's going to happen this time.
Just for a weekend, and then we'll be back. The family will be reunited again.
Yeah, this family takes me nowhere. They're just like, bon voyage. Good luck out there.
Oh my God, do you want to go on a family vacation?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
How's your French?
Je n'ai pas, no good.
Perfect. You'll fit right in with us.
I asked her today, I texted her, I said, Kel time. And she was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, did that actually mean something? When you were like, what time? I was like, oh, what a weird like error she made the first time.
Yeah. Not choosing English. That's the issue.
What time? Kel time.
Well, I didn't know
Quelle
that.
heure a-t-il? That's what time is it? So did you see in the news that JD Vance killed the Pope?
What?
Yes, we've heard many reports that JD Vance is responsible for Pope Francis's death.
I don't know him. Not personally. The memes are killing me.
I see nothing about nothing. I just happened to see one thing that the Pope died like way after it happened. And I had to Google it and I confirmed it for myself. And then I never saw a single other thing about it. I don't know how, like, I never see anything. Nothing comes across my desk.
Honestly, I think I'd prefer it that way, but unfortunately, things come across my desk often, and then I don't
you got piles.
and
on your
I
desk.
want to know. I don't want to know, but they come across my desk, but actually, this was pretty funny because the memes are making me laugh, which is how I get all my news from memes. But yeah, JD Vance met the Pope on like Saturday or something, and he died on Sunday, and so everybody's saying that JD Vance killed the Pope, which is so funny and so stupid and so ridiculous. But I really like it. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single thing about the Pope.
Well,
Rip.
rip. He's up there with the chicken.
Oh, hopefully a coyote doesn't come get him.
Just leave him out back. Something will come get him.
Yeah, you were like, don't worry, something will come get her tonight. It's like, Jesus, sent a shiver down my spine. And then every night I looked. No, it did not come. And I was like, for the love of God, please come get
I'm surprised
her.
it took that long.
It took a couple days, and then the one night I could hear coyotes. It sounded like right outside my door. And then I checked in the morning. She gone.
They were feasting.
Ugh.
Hey,
It's the circle of life.
nature. Nature, it's metal.
Chicken has returned to the soil.
From whence it
Oh my
came.
God, that was. Oh, and then on the Wednesday, when I was very calm and collected about the podcast issues, it was the perfect storm. It was, I happened to make a mistake editing, and Spotify went down. Just podcasts. Music, no problem. Podcasts, forget about it. Nothing was working. I thought I broke Spotify. I was like, I made a mistake and they're making me pay. So yeah, I drove to work 30 minutes, realized there was an error, drove home 30 minutes, grabbed my laptop, drove back to work 30 minutes and fixed it.
Yeah, you
While
were.
feverishly texting you guys.
Yeah, that was when we got matching tattoos in Nova Scotia on a whim, and that's when you were texting us, and because Richard was like, "Oh no, our Laura's having a meltdown." The podcast, and the tattoo girl was kind of like, she was like kind of listening, but like not. But then she was like, "A podcast? Oh, your friend does a podcast?" And we're like, "Yeah." Yeah, she does.
All have a podcast.
And then after I was like, yeah, it's kind of a hobby. She
It's
thought
a
it was
family
cool.
affair.
She was a really cool chick doing our tattoos.
Did she feel bad about my struggles?
Oh yeah, 100%. Her Spotify wasn't working either.
Nobody. It was a worldwide outage.
I know.
It was in the
And
news.
she was like, oh my gosh, weird. My Spotify's not working. And Richard was like, let me tell you.
Spotify killed the Pope.
Yeah. And she was like, oh my God, thanks so much for that information. How did you know that? Well,
She pretty much got a play-by-play of what was happening.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you even see our tattoos?
No, show it to me, Rachel. Oh my God, they're so good.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
Well, how fun.
I
Is
know.
that your only tattoo on that arm?
No, I've got other stuff up higher
Oh,
up.
okay.
We tried to figure out a way so that like if we were holding hands, the lobsters would like
Stop.
touch and hold hands.
Don't tell people that in public. That's so embarrassing.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not taking that out. So does that happen or no? Basically,
there
like
was-
you want it to be like the socks with the magnets.
What?
Like
Magnets, how do they work?
Like you know what I'm talking about?
like the Shrek socks that
That I got.
Paula have, and they have little hands. Each sock has like a little hand on it. One's Shrek and one's Donkey, and little
They have
hands.
magnets in each, and when your
Magnets,
feet
so
are
then they-
close, they touch
Yeah.
That's adorable. So if we put magnets in our
in your arms,
tattoos,
In our
just
skin.
underneath.
yeah, then they would reach out and hug.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's totally normal.
So no, they don't touch.
Get your money back.
Not enough magnets.
Ain't that the way?
Speaking of the Pope, have you also heard about Jesus
Go
Christ,
on.
Zac Efron?
Yeah. Am I supposed to pretend like you didn't just show me this last night?
I saw
May I interest you in the Church of Jesus Christ?
of Zac
Zac
Efron.
Efron?
I saw something on Instagram about it. It was I don't know. I think it's Jehovah's
Oh, I didn't
Witness.
know it was like a full thing going around. I thought you just like
no,
are
it's like a
breaking the
full
news.
thing going around, and somebody posted a picture of like the flyer that they got of Hot Jesus, and there was a bunch of people being like, "Is that Zac Efron?" And I thought it was hilarious because, you know, I love Zac Efron. And then Nikki got one at her house. And then when I was out east, I was telling it to my cousins and they were like, oh my God, we got one at our house. And I was like, shut up, give it to me right now. And so the next day when they came over again, they brought their Jesus Christ Zac Efron. And I was so excited, and I'm going to put it on the fridge, and I'm going to join that religion because Jesus is literally Zac Efron.
This is incredible marketing. How do we get on that? I feel like, can you please put us on your little pamphlet?
But like, first of all, okay, we just need to get this out of the way. Baby, Jesus wasn't white.
This man had a tan.
A tan. Jesus didn't just have a tan. This mythical man named Jesus was not a white man with a tan. He did not have a surfer body. He did not have a square cut jaw and a beautiful head of hair and a gorgeous beard. That's Zac Efron.
Oh, baby, you are mistaken.
Our Lord and Savior, Zac Efron.
Hey, I'm converting. I like what I'm seeing.
Hey, if that's what it takes for me to be,
I hope he comes
to find the Lord. That's
He
what
has
it takes.
risen.
He hath risen, and he hath risen as Zac Efron. Yeah, if that's what's going to be at church, I'm gonna be there, front and center. Baptize me,
Not even
Jesus.
just the holidays.
Every day. Not even every
I'm doing
Sunday.
Sunday.
Do Jehovah's
I'm doing
Witness
midnight mass.
No, did Jehovah's Witness do Sunday or Saturday?
I feel it's Saturday.
Yeah.
Do you want me to search
Oh.
Google AI?
they do something.
Give you the
Yeah,
answer?
let
They do
us know.
something funky.
They're innovators.
I
They're
know.
paving the way. They are the future.
Do you know how you'd get a message to Zac Efron Jesus?
How?
You'd send him a knee-mail.
I don't get it.
Are you saying neem? Like
Neem.
neem oil?
Knee, like you go down on your knees to pray.
Did you just think of that in your head right now?
Because it wasn't good. I mean, no, that was really funny.
No, you send him neem oil because you want to have an organic pesticide.
Oh, I was thinking of something else already. I'd oil that man right up.
He looks, honestly, if he took that robe off, he would be oiled up underneath. Like, that's what it looks like. Like, if he
comes pre-lubed.
if he disrobed, he looks like he is ready.
Mama, take me to church. Is it Saturday yet?
Something that felt like Hosier's yell. Jesus Christ, Zac Efron.
Jehovah's
burn for
Witnesses attend church twice a week.
Oh.
Once on Sunday and then once during like a midweek meeting.
Nothing on Saturdays.
Nope, not Saturday.
Who goes
I'm
on
out.
Saturday?
Google
Maybe
that.
Seventh-day Adventist?
That maybe.
The Jews?
I think there's this
I
Friday.
think we're going into dangerous territory. Maybe like
No, I think there's
let's pivot. Let's pivot.
Let's circle
As soon
back.
as I hear the Jews, we've gone too far.
I'm just really excited about my pamphlet.
Do you think we'll get one?
I don't know. I'm shocked that there's no Jehovah's Witness walking around out here.
Like this is not God's country. I would not be walking out here. There's no sidewalks.
Take me back to God's country.
Like there's no like.
Well, maybe
they're
that's
not
why-
getting banged for their buck out here. Like they're walking around 15 minutes. They've hit 1.5 houses.
Okay, well maybe that's why we didn't get one. Maybe it's only for city
It's
folk.
personal delivery. They're not doing the mail.
No, they come
They-
to your house.
I know how they typically work, but like, so they're getting all these pamphlets to all these people by hoofing it.
I
I assumed
guess.
it like they've infiltrated Canada Post.
Is that what the strike was about?
I don't know. I've dated 2 mailmen, and
you
I'm not
have
texting either of them to
zero
ask.
info on it.
I make a group chat with both of them. I'm like, hey, you guys know anything about these pamphlets?
No, I'm pretty sure they walk around. Or maybe drive around. Like they hand deliver these motherfuckers.
Huh. Well, we all know I'm not answering the door.
They're going to be like, what door do we go to? I like our house because both of our doors are behind gates. And so people get really confused and they don't know which door to use. And I'm like, perfect. Don't use either. Don't use either.
I have not answered the door ever. When I was a kid, wasn't allowed. As an adult, no, I slink around on the ground. I'm not answering.
Why would you? If you're
get
not
scared.
invited into my house, what are you knocking on my door for?
It's horrifying.
I don't think I ever told you this story. One time, I was at home alone at this house,
This very one.
This very house right here. And I was in the garage and I heard a car like come up the driveway and I was like, that's really weird. And I looked out the window and there was a car out there and there was a person trying to figure out how to get to the door because again.
Is this the lady who wanted chicken for dinner?
Yes. Why did you just ruin my story?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Did I tell you the story? Yeah, you told me the story.
So I go out to.
What did she want? I'll edit out me realizing I've heard this story.
So I go out to be like, hi, why are you in my driveway? And she was like, there was a woman in the driveway out of the car. And then there was a man in the car with the window rolled down. And she was like, I need to buy one of your chickens. And I was like, what? She's like, I need to buy one of your chickens. Like, I'm headed to dinner right now. Like, I need one of your chickens. She said that. She literally said that. And I was like, oh, no, these chickens are not for sale. And she was like, no, I need to buy a chicken, like, right now. And I was like, I don't have any chicken. Like, I have eggs. No, I need one of the big chickens. And then, like, the man in the car behind her was shaking his head in, like, disappointment in me. And I'm like, Get the fuck out of my driveway. Like, why? You're disappointed in me. I'm disappointed in you. Get out of my driveway. Like, you're going to come to my house and ask me to buy one of my chickens? My chickens are not for sale. And then you're disappointed in me?
I would have sold him one last week. That's for sure. Just eat around the goo.
Like shaking his head in disappointment. I think that was the worst part. I think that was the worst part of the whole thing. I was like, get the fuck out of here. It was crazy. It was crazy. Sitting on my property?
On my property line?
In my driveway, and you're shaking your head in disappointment at me? Oh, I hated that.
I wonder what their like game plan was. Because if they're going to dinner and they want a chicken, is like the guy gonna be plucking it in the car?
I don't know. And I don't know if they thought that like I had fresh chickens in the freezer or something, or if they wanted a live one. Like I have no idea. I have no idea.
Did you ask how much they were offering?
Name your price. Should have freaking. I think at that time we had Caleb, who was really nasty. I should have just let Caleb out on him. You're disappointed now. My rooster's gonna smack the shit out of you. Yeah. How's your leg?
Michael got me good. It's bruised.
That wasn't the bad date. That's the rooster.
To be fair, and normally we don't say the names, the date's name was also Michael.
Was it?
Yes.
You're kidding me.
The 27-year-old rugby player. I think that's enough identifying information.
I did not know his name was Michael. That's so funny. Yeah.
Bad times with Michael. All right.
Am I right?
He was like real stranger danger. He never attacks us.
Who are we talking about? Which
my Michael.
Not my Michael.
My own Michael. Yeah, he's actually a good boy. He doesn't normally attack.
I walked in there. I think I was going to fill up the water, and just fully attacked my leg, like was pecking it, and I was like, "Sir, I'm trying to help you. You want to get your own water?" I didn't think so. And yeah, bruised.
Yeah, well,
I do bruise like a peach though.
Them roosters.
When the chickens don't have water or if they don't have food, they get pretty
they get very testy.
ornery.
The chickens have large talons. Yeah, well, who didn't leave food?
I know, I forgot. I'm sorry.
I had to go to the chicken feed store. They run a tight ship around there.
Why?
Speaking of autism, that man was like, it was just like question after question after question, but like he got it done. I told him the words that you told me to say. And he said last name. I told him. He looked it up. He asked a couple other questions. He's like, oh, we got this right here for you. Okay, and now this is going to happen. Now this. And then someone went and she put it over her shoulder and I paid and she brought it to my car. And I was like, wow, what a lovely, like amazing customer service.
Yeah, that's a good feed store. I usually go to not that one, but that one's good in a pinch because it's pretty close to town.
Yeah, that part was simple. And then, I got it back here. How much does that weigh? 50 pounds?
25 kilograms, yeah.
Oh.
So about 55 pounds.
It felt every pound of that. Yeah, I took it out of the car and I just dragged it behind me. Just huffing and puffing.
Like, don't use the wagon. That's right there. Though.
Didn't even think of it. I'd go 20 seconds. I'd have to take a break. It would like it took me all night, and then I get it in there, and they're all going nuts because they know what I got.
Yeah.
All the chickens are flocking to me, and so I like tried to pour it in. It was too heavy, and then I ended up just like throwing some and like Beethovening it, like. And then one of the chickens went into the bin as I was filling it, and then the feed was like fill it. I was like, "You're gonna get buried alive." It was craziness.
I wish I was there.
Me too. What a week.
But you didn't lock yourself in the coop?
I can't even tell you how scared I was. No, I had a good situation with a big rock.
Okay.
And yeah, because I was very scared of that.
Yeah.
I always think about the time I was like leaving the house and you called me. And I'm like, why are you calling me? I saw you 2 seconds ago. And you're like, I'm trapped in the coop. I look over. I see you're facing like the tiny little window.
Happens to the best of us.
We need like a fail safe in there.
So I was locked in a few weeks ago and nobody was home. And I kicked it really hard. I kicked the door really hard and it opened. But now it won't like shut all the way. I think I stretched it a little
I
bit.
was wondering why the door wasn't closing properly.
I was like, it was in the morning. I went in there right before work. I'm like, I cannot be trapped in here. I don't even think I had my phone with me. I'm like, I cannot be trapped in here. I got to go to work. I got to kick this door. I got to Shamar Moore kick this door down. And I did. And it worked. But yeah, no.
Like, can we not get a string on the inside?
Oh, I'm sure we can.
I'm sure we can
change
do
it,
something.
yeah.
We just never did.
That's the
Like,
way
it's
it
an
was.
ongoing issue.
Oh,
Well, yeah, but why change it when it's fun?
Who's having fun?
None of us. You can open up the window because one of them doesn't have a screen. Actually, neither of them have screens now. But you can technically open up the window and like reach your way around and open it. But it's very difficult.
Thrilling.
Okay, maybe we'll get a string.
Thank you. Put it on the list.
Speaking of chickens, how are the eggs incubating?
I think they're doing well.
That was another one of my tasks.
And you did great.
There were so many things I was scared of. The dogs are going to die. The cats are going to die. The chicken did die. Like, our pets' heads are falling off. And now I got to like turn these little eggs. And also I didn't know how much to turn them. So like I was really spinning them. They were going for a ride. And then it would beep. And then we got the litter box screaming.
The litter box was not happy with you this week.
But
Yeah.
you candled?
We candled them on Sunday. It looked like most of them were developing. There was a few of them that were questionable, but I'm going to leave them in there anyways, just in case.
What does that look like? Like, what does a good one look like versus a bad one?
So you can see like a little tiny like embryo growing. And then when they are farther along, all you really see is like the little air sac at the bottom of the egg. And that means it's like mostly almost fully developed. Sometimes you candle them and you see nothing, or you just see like the tiniest little thing, and those usually don't develop, but they all looked pretty good. And then the questionable ones, I'm just gonna leave in there and see what happens. And then they should be hatching like Monday, Tuesday.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And then we'll have cute little baby chicks.
Is there purple ones?
I don't know. I don't know if she gave me any lavender Orpingtons. I don't think she did. She also gave me, I don't know what the breed is called, but their wings are white, but then they have like black outlining of their wings. So it almost looks lacy.
Oh.
Very cool. So hopefully those ones hatch. And then like a few just like barnyard mixes. So we'll see.
Everyone's going to be so jealous of us.
I know. Cute chickens. Yeah, I'm excited. The hatching time is like so fun and like anxious and exciting. Like it's just so fun. Yeah.
I want to get a dresser and like silk scarves and put them in like Fly Away Home, which I think I've mentioned.
Yes. Yeah.
That was all I wanted to do as a kid.
Did she incubate them in there?
She had like a lamp that kept them warm.
Oh,
and then
okay.
she had,
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in a drawer.
Yes, I remember.
And they hatched and she flew away with them.
Did you ever see that movie as a kid?
No.
We should all, as a family, watch that.
It sounds like a
before
fever
hatching.
dream to me personally. Yeah, this lady in
It's a
Chicks.
child.
Oh, a child
Yeah.
is flying.
She was ahead
away
of her time.
Yeah.
with chickens.
Yeah. No. With
What?
geese.
With geese.
Yeah.
So she with no chickens.
No chickens.
And the pets' heads are falling off guy, isn't it?
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that the
pretty smart and smarter.
Is that the dad?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And she finds all these eggs and she incubates them and then they hatch and it's a big ordeal that what's going to happen to them in the winter. And so they get, what are those planes called? Hang gliders?
Yeah, there's like a big hand glider. And
ultralights.
No, they're like hand gliders.
Okay.
And they paint it to look like a goose and she's the mother goose.
Yep.
And she flies. I don't know where they go to.
I don't know where they
also,
go,
it's
but
based on a true story. I
she
think.
flies-
Now I'm nervous to say that.
Was she living in the crawl space, sending photos to her kindergarten
and then he went on
pen
a
pal?
date, and then the guy ran her over.
the guy came out of nowhere and hit her with a car.
Last night we were listening to the episode where we talked about the No Sleep podcast, thinking it was real, but at the time of listening to it, we now know it wasn't real, and it was just really a wild experience thinking we believed that. But anyways, yeah, I'm fairly positive that that's based on a true story, and she guides them to where they need to be, and then every spring they fly back to her.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
We have a dresser here somewhere. If you want to like take the chicks and
It's
we can put them inside the
I'll
dresser.
put in my feather
Literally
earrings,
right behind
and
you.
I think she had a braid. She dressed very cool.
Who was the actress of that little
Anna
girl?
Paquin.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was her.
Rest in peace.
Is she dead?
No. I don't know why. I just really wanted to worry you, but you weren't worried.
I mean, like I don't mind. I feel like she hasn't been in anything. Been in anything since True Blood.
Yeah. Isn't she an X-Men? Richard?
Anna Paquin, IMDb.
Papa.
Papa.
Yeah, I feel like not that I'm an X-Men expert.
I've seen quite a few X-Men movies. I don't remember her in any.
She dates the Canadian guy from the TV. Richard? There's like a blonde guy. I swear he's like a Canadian guy. He used to be in like some TV show. Like, maybe he was in Are You Afraid of the Dark? You know what I'm talking
Ryan
about?
Gosling.
Papa's eyes are getting wide looking at this computer screen. Ryan Gosling, no. What, like, yes or no?
Yeah, like what's taking so long?
I don't see anything that I really recognize after True Blood.
Yeah, so not X-Men.
She was in X-Men Days of Future Past.
Oh,
Who's her little boyfriend in it?
Oh, she was
Chris
in multiple
Evans?
X-Men movies. Like 4 of them.
yeah.
We're really good at this.
This is thrilling. This is the guy. This is the guy.
Let me see.
Oh, yeah. When she touches people, she like gets their memories.
Oh yeah, she got to wear gloves.
Oh, that'd be terrible. Oh, my God. Imagine touching a guy. You get all his memories or keep those. Pass.
Save those for your therapist.
Oh, my God. I wish I could do that instead of talking at therapy. Actually, no. Please don't touch me. Sir, if you're listening to this, do not. This guy.
Oh yes. Okay.
Iceman. I'm sure the one male listener is screaming at his phone right now. Be like, what
I don't
are you people talking
know
about?
if we have any male listeners.
My friend listens. He's a boy.
Oh, he's a boy?
Yeah, shout out Jason.
All right. Cool.
This is taking too much time. Oh, his name is Sean Ashmore.
Yes. Yes.
Why do you say that? Like, did you know?
Well, now I know.
That sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar. I'm actually a big X-Men fan.
Since he was in Cadet Kelly.
Yes.
Oh, he was in The Rookie? No, I've never seen that. I don't know why I said that.
Oh, I've seen it with
The Following. Oh, yeah. Animorphs. I think that's what I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah. Remember those books? I loved those. Actually, I didn't like those books. I liked the covers of the books. I never read one book.
Back when you didn't know how to read.
Yep.
Leah Michelle.
Leah Michelle doesn't know how to read.
What a dumb and funny rumor. Would you be offended if there was like a rumor that was just so outrageous started about you?
Would I be offended?
Yeah.
No.
You'd be like, oh, they're talking about me.
Any publicity is good publicity. But also if it's so completely crazy and out there,
it's
I'm like,
just kind of funny.
fuck do I care? That sounds
I think she like
insane.
plays into it now.
I don't know if I can tell this story on the podcast, but Yeah, we can cut this out if after I say it. It's okay. So one time, I don't know why I find this interesting, but I have been friends with quite a few like sisters, and this was one of my sister friends. So my friend's older sister, who we used to hang out with a lot, she invited us to a party. It was called a t-shirt party, and we all wore white t-shirts, and everybody wrote on each other's shirts. Like we went downtown and like went to all the clubs. And
How old were you?
I don't know, 19, 18,
Okay.
19. And we also worked, me and her older sister, we worked at the same grocery store together, like as a part-time job. And there was another girl who worked there who hated me because at one point I was like, oh, that guy's really cute. And it ended up being her ex-boyfriend or something. And then she hated me because of that. And I was like, I don't even know who you are. I don't really care. And so this party that we were at, obviously we started at a hotel because back in the day you always started in a hotel room and then you went DT. Someone like shit on the floor in this hotel room.
Oh,
I didn't know that many people at this party. I really only knew like my friend and my friend's older sister and like maybe like one or two of her friends. And so I guess somebody had like shit on the floor in this hotel room. And the girl who I worked with, who she did not like me, her friend ended up being at that party. And then so they told like everybody that I shit on the floor.
that's not where I thought this was going. I thought you were going to say they wrote something rude on your shirt.
No. And I was like, you know what? Sounds like something I do. But
And I'd do it again.
but it actually wasn't me.
This time, no.
And I remember we were like, me and my friend's older sister were sitting in the break room at work, and the girl who didn't like me was sitting across the table from us, and she was talking to a different, like this other girl who worked in her department, and like she was like being like, oh, like she shit on the floor in a hotel room, and I was like, okay, like. I was in that hotel room for 28 minutes before we went downtown. But yes, I did. I did shit on the floor in the hotel room. You're right. You got me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Too bad we have to cut that out.
No, that's staying.
People really missed out.
No, actually, when I said it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
The rumor starts going around again. Everyone in Blenheim knows.
Kara shit on the floor in a hotel room. Like, I was like, what? But okay.
But also, who did that?
I don't know. Nobody knows who did.
Was it in the bathroom?
No, it was like next to the bed.
How did no one see this person do this?
I
Secret shitter.
I have no idea. And like, it's not like it's not like I slept in that hotel room. Like I was just there for the pregame. So I'm like, what did I shit during the pregame where there was like 50 other people in this hotel room and nobody saw? Like,
Smooth operator.
yeah. So, yeah, that has happened to me. And no, I didn't give a shit.
No, not according to the rumor.
Well, thank you for sharing. For the listener, have you ever had a rumor started about you? Write in.
Listeners, have you ever shit in a hotel room?
Yeah, maybe the shitter's listening.
Maybe the shitter is
The
listening.
true
and she's-
shitter.
And she's going to be like, wow, I got away with that for all these years. Oh, good times.
Grievances?
Yeah, let's do grievances.
I have a grievance.
Go on.
Please.
Did you forget?
We're at the edge of our
Or
seat.
like, is this anticipatory?
I have a grievance.
Okay.
Non-soft closing toilet seats.
I heard it. As soon as I heard the noise in my head.
It is the loudest possible noise you can make. You're in a vulnerable position. You're in a restroom, washroom, bathroom, and you go to like close it, and it just slams shut. And everybody in like a 2-kilometer radius has heard you, and you're embarrassed. I have in my house, all the seats, they're all soft closing.
So if you just like let go of it, you don't hear it?
No.
I've never done that in my life. That seems crazy.
It's the only
I'm going to do it before I leave, but
it's the only way to live. Or I guess what's even worse, some people at their house, they'll have one soft closing and one not, and you won't know which one's which.
trust issues.
I have many trust issues.
That's where it stems from.
But like it's just like that slam that alerts everyone. Like,
He'd be dumping.
hey, this guy is a dumper. This guy,
Sir dumps a lot.
this guy is shitting in a hotel room, and everybody look at him.
Did this happen recently? It seems like
I was on.
fresh. Yeah,
I was
that's
on
a fresh dump.
vacation last week, and yeah, it happened, and it's. I'm still embarrassed.
Oh,
When did it happen?
yeah. See, nobody even knew.
Nobody even
Nope.
knew.
Everybody in Antigonish heard it.
All 4 residents.
The entirety
I
of
think it's
Saint
pronounced-
FX.
It's pronounced Antigonish.
Antigonish. The entirety of Saint FX University. Every student was like, "Nope, we're out. This guy's
This guy's a shitter.
This guy. This guy
it up in
defecates." So secret's out.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Was it a secret that you shit?
Yeah, I had to leave the province. That's why I'm not in Nova Scotia anymore.
Kara?
I think my grievance is wellness and nutrition influencers as a whole. Like, I will grieve about till the day I die. I can't even with them. On a scale of 1 to even, I literally can't. But specifically, when they make these recipes, like healthy tiramisu or like healthy birthday cake ice cream, and they're like, oh my god, it's just 2 simple ingredients, like Greek yogurt
And dirt.
yeah, and they're like, it's so good you won't even tell the difference. Like, don't fucking lie to my face.
Yeah, no.
Like, if you want to eat that shit, fine, but don't come on Beyonce's internet and tell me that shit tastes like birthday cake.
Like
It
when
tastes
people
like
are like
asshole.
stuffing dates with tahini and saying it's like a Twinkie. No.
Are you insane? Or those the overnight oats? Don't even get me started.
They're goopy. They're cold. They make me sad.
The texture is like baby vomit, and you're telling me that it
Slime.
tastes like cookies and cream? No, it tastes like baby vomit. Like, you're not fooling anybody. Like, stop being so weird. Like, eat this weird shit in your house on your own. Like, don't show people. It's embarrassing. And don't stand there and be like, you will never know the difference. It tastes exactly like cookies and cream. No, it fucking doesn't. No, it doesn't. And that's okay. It doesn't have to, because it's oats. Okay? It's oats. So stop lying. Like, stop lying. It's so crazy. Like, look at this healthy brownie I made with only 2 ingredients, avocados and Greek yogurt. And it tastes just like a brownie. No, it doesn't. Also, can we stop putting cottage cheese in everything? Like,
I was just gonna say, I really want to try cottage cheese bread.
everything. Let's make cottage cheese bagels. Let's make cottage cheese birthday cake. Let's make cottage cheese jello.
Make cottage cheese great again.
Just eat cottage cheese.
I knew a vegan who stopped being a vegan, and
I'll kill you.
first thing they ate after
I'll kill you.
being a complete vegan their entire however many years,
8.
they ate cottage cheese.
Yeah, that was the craziest thing I ever heard in my entire life.
That is so. I forgot you knew that, and I was sitting here thinking, who was it that made fun of me for eating cottage cheese? It was you.
Like, that is...
It's a great thing to
Okay,
eat.
this is what happened.
Like, I mean, I love cottage cheese. Don't get me wrong.
But if that's
not-
the
but
first
that's
thing
not
you're gonna,
like
Dairy for 8 years and then being like, you
Okay,
know
but
what?
like you're
I'm gonna
saying
eat some
it-
cottage cheese.
you're saying it like that's what broke me. No.
No. That's honestly...
My divorce broke me, and I was like, Mama needs a cheese pizza.
so let's
But
eat
however,
some
cottage cheese because I was like working my way up to it. I knew I was going to be living here. I was like, I'm going to be around eggs.
so you had to prepare yourself for all
Listen,
the cottage
I
cheese.
don't have all the answers, but I was like, I knew in my head I needed a cheese pizza, number one. Number two, I'm going to be living on the ranch. There's going to be eggs. What am I going to say no to an egg? And I think I did groceries that week or something. I'm like, everyone's talking about cottage cheese. Let me dabble. And it just happened to be the first thing I ate. And it was a little underwhelming. I think it was like, it wasn't even a good percentage. Like there was no fat in it. But then I got a cheese pizza and my body said, no, thank you. But now I get cheese pizza all the time. And I never eat cottage cheese.
I don't blame you. Fucking cottage cheese, man. Like, it's the new like cauliflower rice, or the new cauliflower, I guess, because people were fucking making cauliflower into everything. And I'm like, just let it die. Like, just eat the cauliflower if you want to eat the cauliflower, or eat the rice if you want to eat rice. Why do you got to eat cauliflower rice?
Like when I was,
that's insane. That's insane. Cauliflower, buffalo wings. No.
I really like those. I like cauliflower buffalo wings.
Well,
They
you don't
smell
eat meat.
weird.
So, yeah, cauliflower tastes like
That's the thing, like-
cauliflower smells like a fart.
yeah. When I was vegan, like I would eat stuff and I'd say to people who weren't vegan, like it's really good, but like it does taste vegan. I wouldn't say, oh, like it tastes exactly like ribs. No, it doesn't. We all know that it does not. Like there are some things that like were passable, like some of the yogurts, the margarine, sour cream a little bit, but for the most part, no. The cheese, they got to figure that out. Maybe they'll win me back, but I don't think they're figuring it out anytime soon.
Vegan cheese is not the...
It turns into liquid.
Yeah, not the move.
It burns. It's sweet. It tastes like coconut.
Except, have you ever tried... Sabrina used to make this too, and I stole the recipe from her. The like vegan nacho cheese.
I was just going to say, is it the potatoes
Yeah,
and carrot
that
thing?
shit is good.
That is fire.
That shit is
Yeah,
so
that
good.
is really good. I've made that for parties before. It's a crowd pleaser.
It is so good.
Like,
and the
I'd
texture,
still rather queso.
yes, 100%. But like the texture is perfect. Like that shit's
And
good.
that's actually a healthy recipe for the most part.
for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
And it tastes good. But like,
Let's post it. Now we're food influencers. So
We are now health bloggers.
queso
hashtag
vegan
health.
in the show notes.
Post it on the Instagram. It's actually really good, but queso's better.
Yeah.
Laura, do you have a grievance?
I do. Let me tell you. It's a bit of a repeat. It is the car dealership. I have noticed when I back up in my car, there's never a noise. And I'm like, am I just so great at backing up? I'm like never getting close to anything. Like it never beeps. And I decided to test it out the other day when I was backing into the driveway. I just kept going and going and going, hit the fence. It never beeped.
Really?
Also, I pulled down my mirror, opened it up, lights don't work. What are we doing here? You told me it had automatic start. No, it doesn't. What the key fob?
Okay.
Battery's dead.
Do you need mother to email
I
them?
was just I almost didn't want to bring it up because I was like, they're gonna get in trouble. Mama's on the case.
Someone's getting yelled at.
Like
Someone's getting yelled at.
I should say something, right? Like
Yes,
this is craziness.
That's insane. Like
That's 4 things that I've noticed.
like that's crazy. No, you need to email them and you need to like get results.
Okay.
Like you don't.
I will.
Don't let them just be like, oh, I don't know.
I'll harshly word it as well.
Yes, harshly
Be like,
worded is
I'm
right.
disappointed.
Yes, like that's.
I'm not mad. I'm
crazy.
just disappointed.
That's insane.
Yeah. Okay. I'll email them and I'll let you guys know all the ways it doesn't work out for me.
And then Kara Stomps will email them. What's the letters for a lawyer? Like, you know, a doctor is like an MD.
PYT.
Oh, you have a JD, like a Juris Doctor.
What?
What
No.
did you just?
No. What is the like? What letters do you get behind your name when you're a lawyer? LLC?
Oh.
No.
JD.
Call up Amos.
JD?
Juris Doctor.
Are you sure?
Is that a word? I keep thinking I recognize that J word you're saying, and then no, I don't.
It's Latin.
Oh.
So if I was a lawyer, it would be JD at the end of my name.
No, only if you earned a Juris Doctor.
Okay, well, that's not what I'm
specifically.
asking.
What
don't
are you
think-
saying?
I don't believe that there are letters that are universal for all lawyers.
Oh.
Like Esquire, some lawyers have that. I'm going to Google it.
What?
Oh, I like that. So it would be Kara Stomp Esquire.
Do you want to explain the stomp? No.
No. Just there's a lawyer and her last name is Stomp.
And so whenever someone's taking charge, we just say their first name followed by stomp.
Yeah.
They're on the case.
We're on the case.
They're going to get it done.
Cracking the case.
Yeah, Kara stomps. I'll send my email and I'll let them know. Like,
If you don't,
I'm the nice guy.
yeah, you
I'm
don't,
good cop. You don't want to see
you
bad
don't
cop.
wanna
You want to see
Kara-
bad lawyer.
Kara Stomps LLC.
Esquire.
You don't want to deal with Kara Stomps.
But what are we doing?
You had one job. You had one job to sell me a
check the
car.
stuff.
To sell me a car that worked. And you couldn't fucking do that.
But also I'm like, it drives.
Okay, but like it should probably beep when you're gonna hit something.
I knew I was gonna hit the fence and nothing would happen. I was still shocked. It knocked my socks off. They were like across the lawn. I was like, oh, I just hit that.
I was trying to, but I thought the car was gonna do something.
Looking around, somebody help. Thank God there's no neighbors. Like they would be like, what is with this girl?
One day you're holding a chicken to the sky. The next day you're driving to the
Driving
fence.
into the fence like Cruella DeVille.
Just like walking around, kicking rocks, crying. They see me loading up all my garbage bags for the dump.
Dragging the chicken feet across the yard.
Like, is that a dead body?
That girl has stopped 18 times. She okay?
She looks really out of breath. She not going to spin class anymore? No, she's not.
That's your spin class now.
Oh,
Nature's
yeah,
spin
oh.
class.
Nature was spinning me.
Do we want to talk about electrician?
What time are we at?
I think we're at the time to talk about electrician.
Okay. Let's get into it. It's the best heist we have had in quite some time.
I know.
It was a perfect plan, yet extremely flawed.
Yet not perfect at all.
It had all the potential in the world. Like, I think we pulled it off pretty much as well as anyone could have.
Of course, of course. what are we, fucking amateurs?
Go ahead.
So
Set the stage.
at my work, we have a lot of outside contractors coming in to do stuff. And one of them is these two electricians.
Spoiler alert.
Electricians.
You like electrician.
And one of them is this young 20-something. Like, maybe I'm being generous. Like, maybe he's in his 30s, but
I don't think so.
I think he's like mid
That
to
was a
late
young man.
mid to late 20s. He's really nice. He's really cute. Last year he had this like blonde mullet happening that I really liked, but he doesn't have that anymore. And he would just like blare like divorced dad rock while he was working on whatever he was working on. And
You kept saying to me, I need to set you up with him. And I'm like, I do not know how that would ever work.
and I didn't either. But then I had
Like, a setup is already a crazy move. But for a man, you do not know. To just be like, hey, bud.
and I didn't know what I was going to do, but then I got
However, and then I don't know why it took me so long to realize this. I have had 2 outlets that haven't been working. For a hot minute, I dated an electrician and I was like, all my worries are at the dump. Like, I don't have anything to worry about. No, he did not get around to fixing that.
no.
And I was like, Kara, I need an electrician. I think you just stared at me. And I was like, the man. And you got your boss to email you his name.
He's not really my boss, but but the like manager of, I don't even know what his title is, but yes, he gave me his phone number and he said, do you need some electrical work done? And I said,
Yes,
No.
she does.
But my single friend does. So he's a good wingman. He emailed me over his phone number, and then we got electrician here.
And also because I was thinking about it, and you've said he was good looking, but I'm like, I do not know. I don't think we have similar taste in men.
Oh, I actually didn't even ask you. Did you think he was cute?
You've asked me 5 times.
Oh, did I?
Yes. And I kept telling you how good looking I thought he was. And every time you're like, see, I told you. I told you. But anyway, so I had said, if you had to name a celebrity he looks like, who would you say? Because I was like, I feel like this guy's going to show up and he's just like,
I mean, yeah, we don't
gonna be it.
have the same taste at all.
and so you said Charlie Hunnam, which you did not know this, but that is my number 1 celebrity crush. And I was like, okay, we're in business. But also I was like, there's literally no way this man shows up.
He looks like him.
It is a steamy, rainy morning. I go outside to open the gate to let him in. He's walking towards me. The rain is just like blasting that body. I'm looking at him. I'm sweating. I'm like, no way. This man looks like Charlie Hunnam. He was a beautiful man. And then he's inside, and I'm just sitting there staring at him. And
He's also like 6'2".
yep.
Yeah.
He hit his head off the roof.
Yeah.
I was like, I made him a coffee. But we don't know if he's single.
No.
I'm going to tell myself now that he has not reached out. I'm going to tell myself like he's married with children.
Like
happily.
Yeah, like I know nothing about him except for he does electricity stuff and he's nice and tall and cute. That's all that I know about him.
If he had a dog, and he said he had a Saint Bernard, and I just feel like a single guy is not getting that dog.
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like they get
It's not
shepherds.
really a family dog.
Exactly.
It says not really a family dog.
Really? I feel like it is. It's Beethoven.
No, I don't think they're family dogs. Just because he was on a movie called Beethoven doesn't mean you should get him as a family dog.
You think people are thinking that?
Maybe
No.
he just likes whiskey brought to him in a
little barrel.
barrel under their chin.
Oh, don't tell me that. It makes me miss him. What could have been? Yeah.
Okay, but are the outlets...
I wouldn't even know what to do with a man like that. Yeah, that was a lot of man. Oh, and then he came back. I was out with my friend last week. He calls
he's
me, and
a
I'm like,
big
he called me
caller.
3 times
Big
that
caller.
day.
I'm like, are you a boomer?
I was like, calm down, baby.
Big caller. I texted him. He calls me. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
So maybe literacy isn't a strong suit.
Hey, when you look like that,
Yeah, I'll read for you, baby.
that is fine with
You
me.
need help reading the labels? I got you.
Okay, so is the outlets fixed or not?
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Also, maybe not the best at his job. No, I think I am the problem.
Okay, I thought
He
that.
fixed the outlets. Then I was like blow drying my hair. Oh, I didn't tell you this. So I was blow drying my hair, and it like blew a fuse, but then it was also like the GFCI, it was just not coming back to life. And so that's why I texted him. And so he came back a second time and like fixed it. But when he called me about it initially, he was like, oh, have you been like using the blow dryer a lot or something? And I was like, no, this is like, I've only used it like twice since you fixed it. And then I was like doing the math so quickly in my head. And I'm like, I can't let him know I've only washed my hair twice since I saw him last. And I was like, oh, did I say twice? Like, oh, what I meant to say, I've used it every day. But when he called me, he's like, yeah, your hair dryer is like breaking it, and that's why like it keeps happening. He's like, you got to get like a lower quality hair dryer. And I'm like, oh, okay. Meanwhile, I'm like, this thing was $10 at Walmart. They paid me. But yeah, he says it's too powerful.
I mean, if that's what electrician says, then
You can't say his name.
I've said it 18 times.
Yeah, I guess
He doesn't have a wedding ring on.
we can talk about him. We can say his name.
No,
and
I'm
his
just
job.
saying. I'm just saying.
You want his credit card number? I swiped it.
The next time he's at my work, I'm going to talk to him.
No, please don't.
I'm gonna.
It's the dream is dead.
Now
It was fun. We've had
texted.
fun.
We've talked on the phone.
I
like
do
we're
have him in my
basically like married now because like who the hell speaks on the phone to each other?
Yeah.
So I mean, now we're close enough to talk. in person.
I texted him and I was like, "Hi, it's Laura Campbell again." Oh, and then they accidentally, because like he brought his boss back with him, I guess, because he needed like all hands on deck. Because I
I've met
really
his
did
boss.
a number on those outlets. And when I got home, they had left like this little plastic thing on the counter, and I was like, I sent a picture of it to him, and I was like, "Is this a keep or a toss?" And he said, "A toss," and I gave it a little heart. I haven't heard from him since.
Maybe he's just not the best texter.
Maybe he was like, "Who's this old grandma who won't stop texting me? Who's this girl drooling all over
I
herself?"
don't think he's that young.
Hard to say.
Like, if I had to guess, I would say 28.
Yeah, but that's quite a bit younger.
Well, I mean, the old ones aren't working out,
No,
so might as well try younger.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the worst.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should try women.
The CTE was CTing on that one.
The who?
The CTE on the rugby player.
What does that mean?
You know, I think it's time to wrap it up. We don't have time to get into CTE.
What's CTE?
Like the football player thing? Where they hit their head? Oh, bam.
What is it? Concussion?
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Indigenous.
Encephalopathy.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Anyways, I think he had that. Something was not quite right.
I mean, maybe.
Well, it's about that time again.
Well,
I suppose. Well, thank you to our bed friends this episode. We have had Norris, Prim, Filch, and our number one bed friend, Herman.
We don't have favorites here.
Herman is knocked out. He's so
like,
tired.
yeah.
He probably didn't sleep at all last week at Paula's.
I was going to say, you probably didn't sleep last night just crying about Paula. I was on the phone with her after he got dropped off here. And I was like, she was talking about him. And she's like, "I hope he's okay." And I'm like, "I just saw him." She's like, "How do you look?" And I was like, "Oh, the sparkle was gone from his eye. He really looked like he was missing someone." Like and subscribe
At Bed Friends Pod on
the places.
TikTok and Instagram. Check us
Apple.
out. We're on Apple and Spotify and everywhere you listen to your
Not
favorite
everywhere.
podcasts. Almost everywhere.
Unless you're a nerd and you're on Chatterbox, because I can't figure that out. Okay, bye.
Bye.